She thought rejection was the end, until she realized it was her greatest blessing. Every no pushed her closer to something greater. What if rejection isn't failure, but redirection? Stay with me, this story will change the way you see rejection forever. Rejection stings. It makes you question everything. It makes you wonder, am I not good enough? She knew this feeling all too well. Every lost opportunity, every door slammed in her face, every person who walked away, it all felt like proof that she wasn't enough. But what if rejection wasn't meant to break her? What if it was the very thing that would shape her into something greater? This is her story. And by the end of this video, you'll never see rejection the same way again. She had always feared rejection. It felt like a wound too deep to heal, a constant reminder that she wasn't enough. Every no she heard echoed louder than the yes she longed for. When she lost a job opportunity she had worked so hard for, the sting was unbearable. When a friend she trusted walked away, she questioned her worth. And when love slipped through her fingers, she wondered if she would ever be enough for anyone. But then something shifted. One evening, sitting alone with her thoughts, she asked herself, what if rejection isn't the end? What if it's a beginning? A painful, frustrating, but necessary beginning. She began to see rejection not as a sign of her failure, but as a reflection of others' choices. Their decisions were about them, their wants, their priorities, their vision. But none of that defined her. Slowly, she started changing the way she spoke to herself. No more. What's wrong with me? No more. I'm not good enough. Instead, she whispered, I am still growing. I am worthy. Something better is waiting. She turned to faith, realizing that even if the world rejected her, God never would. In quiet moments, she found peace, a reminder that she was deeply loved and never alone. She let go of the need for approval, understanding that her worth had never been in anyone else's hands. She was told, you're not good enough, but she refused to believe it. She considers rejection a challenge, an invitation to rise above and demonstrate the tenacity of your dreams. She knocked on doors that never opened. She waited for calls that never came. She cried, but she never stopped. She worked hard, but life kept saying no. She embraces rejection as a whisper, not a storm. It tells her that there is something better waiting to be discovered. No to the job she wanted. No to the love she deserved. No to the dreams she carried in her heart. But she made a choice. She chose not to let the no in her life determine her yes in the journey. She refused to let what others say and do be a projection of her own reality, her own dream. When you are immune to the opinions and actions of others, you won't be the victim of needless suffering. She stopped taking rejection personally. She saw it as a teacher, guiding her to something better. Every door that closed pushed her toward a new path, one she never would have found if everything had gone her way. She turned pain into power. With every setback she grew stronger. With every no, she learned to push forward with greater determination. What once made her feel small now made her unstoppable. She realized that rejection wasn't a wall. It was a redirection, a temporary detour leading to the right destination. And in time she saw it clearly. Rejection was never meant to break her. It was meant to build her. Now she walks with confidence. The job she once lost led her to a passion she never knew existed. The friend who left made space for deeper, truer connections. And the love that walked away, it freed her for the love that was always meant to stay. Never let rejection stop you. Your yes is coming. Keep going. She stood before the world, not as a victim, but as a victor. She realized that every tear she shed watered the seed of her success. She found strength in her struggles, wisdom in her wounds, and fire in her failures. She became the woman who inspires, who lifts others up, who turns her pain into purpose. Now when she speaks, her voice carries power. When she walks with confidence. When she dreams without limits. Because she knows, the struggle was never meant to break her. It was meant to build her. Her story is proof that perseverance wins. That faith moves mountains. That resilience changes everything. And if she did it, so can you. Your time is coming. Stay strong. Keep pushing. Believe in your yes. Rejection no longer makes her afraid. It fuels her. She knows now that every no is just a step closer to the right yes. The doors that close are just rerouting her to something greater. She no longer begs for acceptance. She builds her own path. She no longer dreads failure. She embraces it as part of the journey. And so can you. So, if you're facing rejection, don't let it define you. Let it shape you. Let it fuel you. Let it remind you that something greater is waiting. The no you hear today is just making space for the yes that will change your life. Rejection is not the end of your journey. It's the beginning of something greater. Every no you hear is just redirecting you to the right yes. You are not defined by who walks away, by the opportunities that slip through your fingers, or by the setbacks that try to shake your confidence. You are stronger than rejection. You are worthy beyond measure. Keep going, keep believing, and trust that something incredible is waiting for you. Let rejection fuel you, not break you, because your greatest victories are still ahead. Now go, and chase them with everything you've got. If this story gave you hope, hit the like button, share it with someone who needs this, and subscribe for more life-changing content. See you in the next one.